Hey everybody, welcome back to the spawn building on Stonecraft. Today I am going to pay a visit to Gil because I need to get some more supplies for the nether tunnel that I'm planning to build. I finally figured out a pallet in the last couple of weeks and I'm going to have to gather a lot of good blocks. I already have a lot of the things I need, but I still need some copper. That's why we're going to pay a visit to Gil. But Gil does not do voice chat, so I'm probably going to be speaking for him in what I think is a good Gil voice. I don't know what that is, but he's Bowser right now, so yeah. What does Bowser sound like? He sounds like Bowser? I don't know. I started going north, and I forgot that Gil used to live in the north on the last time we had a world, and this is a new world, so he's south. Or no, he's east. I'm sorry, east. He's all the way down, I think, too. Makes sense. There's a G. I just have to remember that his tunnel is almost constantly unsafe. Hello. What? How do you say that? Look at this chest monster. This is ridiculous. I mean, it's classic Gil, but in general. Hello. I know it's some of what you need. This is my best Gil voice. I don't know. Shucks. Did I just say shucks for real? Okay. Unsure of others. Ain't that such a turned table? I think he means that everything's different since last server where I sold a lot of netherite and never really had much. I mean, I had a lot all the time, but it was just all consuming. Okay, so what am I needing? Soul sand. I got that now. Do feel like I should bring along some more stonage. And I can also grab more stuff as I go. I'm gonna probably have to build a protective casing. Part of the problem right now is that I don't know what the design of the north tunnel is going to be in the future. So I don't want to have to like tear back my tunnel. So I think that like the first like 10 blocks or so coming off the north tunnel will be like generic blocks. Nevertheless, I guess what I'm trying to say is this project is proving to be a hurdle if I want to make it right the first time, which is to say I really want to use some of the most expensive blocks in the game early on, and I had to gather a lot of them ahead of time, and I haven't even figured out exactly what it's going to look like yet, but I can promise you it's going to look cool. Also need to build rails. I guess the limit here is how much gold I have, really. But I think 48 might be enough for a very austere railway system. Now, the last time I tried to do a time-lapse, it didn't quite work out because I ran out of the blocks that I needed, which were the amethyst blocks. This time, I am for sure not gonna run out of blocks, right? Right? I'm going into this a little bit blind, so maybe I should be coming up with a design first before we head out. Thinking that this is a good mock-up for a window to start with, but it's going to use a lot of the copper that I just bought. So I don't know for sure. I do like the way that it looks from the inside, though, because I think it would be cool to have like little observation decks you could look out and see into the nether. And then I think over here I would just make, you know, on any part that isn't that's just through a hallway, it'll probably just be like a sheer wall of these carbon bricks, as you might call them. And then I think on the ceiling, I was thinking about trying to go for a organic feel and maybe put like patches of moss and mossy cobble up here, and then have like glowberries hanging down here and there. Yeah, that might be the best. Part of me also feels like I'm doing this wrong. Okay, so I do think it needs to be stairs or slabs underneath here. I do think that's one component that I'm screwing up. It would be a pain in the butt to do it like that, but I think probably be worth it. Oh yeah, I was definitely doing it wrong before. Yeah, so that's way better. If I maybe added in some andesite or, you know, stone stairs to this, it would be tedious. Probably worth it. I have a few projects I still have to do to be able to finish this. Let's see here. I like the look of that better. Just means might end up needing more calcite, but that's just going to be the window side. So the other side, I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to do the insides of stuff yet, but I feel confident that I have enough to really get started. So I'm going to start transferring some items to the nether. How about instead of worrying about whether I can finish it completely, we get as much as we can done? I don't know if you can tell, but this is about the point where I realized I'd bitten off way more than I could chew to do this all in one go. I actually start tearing this down in a minute here because I realized that I needed more blocks to actually finish this. The design was changing in my mind, and also I didn't want to worry about lava, which will definitely become a existential crisis for me in a little bit here. After doing a bunch of running around for copper to be able to get enough, well, that's where things really started to become an issue for me with the heat of the nether. I hate you! Bruh. I handled that very, very, very poorly. I'm just hoping my bow and my wings weren't destroyed. If the lava has flowed over any of that stuff, I'm just gonna be like, I might cry. I might cry. My wings were definitely a casualty, and he's got my sword, so I guess I'm gonna have to whack him with this. I've learned my lesson. I've learned my lesson. I've learned my lesson. Ah! Alright, so on the plus side, I didn't lose any of my shulkers or any of the items in the chests. But on the other side, I have to go get more wings now. Luckily, we can kill the dragon for wings. But I think I'm just gonna go without wings for a little bit, and we will figure out our way from here. Luckily, I have this nice tunnel that I'm building. Well, later on in the week, Minferno actually said that he needed help removing buttons from the end that he had placed so he could capture the shulkers we needed for our shulker farm. Unfortunately, I didn't record any of that, but mostly it was because you should just watch the Ender Dragon fight where all of us fought the Ender Dragon together. The link will be appearing when I say this on YouTube, hopefully if I remember to add the card. Anyway, thanks for watching this episode. This is the finished product of my nether tunnel, and thanks for watching all the trials and tribulations along the way, and see you next time. Take it easy. Just kidding about the video being completely done. I'm actually going to, I think, finish up the nether hub too, because I was thinking about potentially expanding when I do need to get another portal, but I really don't know where I'm going to have another portal yet, so in lieu of just leaving things as they are, let's get started on the nether portal and get it done, because it's just going to be a one little bit of a hub. I stayed up a little bit later than I normally do, and I got done with the hub, and I hope you like it. This is the actual end of the episode now. Yeah, I took care of my nether tunnel and my nether hub today, all in one go. And don't forget to like and subscribe the video if you liked it, and see you on the flip side.